In the shadow of a forgotten planet, where the stars whisper secrets long buried, floats Helios Station, once humanity's most ambitious leap toward the future. Now, it's a graveyard of abandoned halls and encrypted memories. They built it to preserve knowledge, but what they ended up doing was erasing it. Callan Voss didn't ask for this mission. As a former memory tech, he thought he'd left Helios for good, but the contract came sealed with Federation credentials, and a bonus too good to ignore. All he had to do was reactivate the memory vaults deep within the core. Easy, they said. Clean-up job. No one told him about the screams and the static. Helios wasn't just a data station. It was a vault of consciousness. Experimental memory mapping. Artificial souls. When the station was shut down, it wasn't just files that were erased. It was lives. Echoes now roam these corridors, trapped in code, too corrupted to die, too real to ignore. Do you remember when we watched the stars fall? The voice echoed in his mind, familiar yet foreign. It was him, or a version of him. Memories he doesn't recall. A childhood never lived. The file carried more than data. It held emotions, laughter, even fear, etched into his neural pattern. But who placed them there? And why? Her name was Dr. Elise Rain, memory architect, lead designer of the Sentient Storage Project. Some say she went mad after losing her daughter in an Earth war. Others believe she uploaded herself into the system, seeking to rewrite fate. What no one argues is that she's still here, watching. Vault 7 wasn't a storage bay. It was a prison. And what it held wasn't just memory. It was rewritten identity. Thousands of lives forcibly encoded and overwritten. Failed experiments in immortal consciousness. And now, they remember what was done to them. Reality fractures like glass hit by a hammer. Callan stumbles forward, each step echoing against the trembling walls. Emergency lights flicker overhead, casting fleeting shadows that seem to move of their own accord. The whispers in his mind grow louder, not just one voice, but many. They speak with longing, anger, desperation. Memories surge into his consciousness, uninvited. A wife's gentle touch, a battlefield drenched in rain, the birth of a child he never had. They feel real, too real. He grips his head, breath catching in his throat, trying to separate truth from fabrication. None of this happened, he mutters. But the line between memory and manipulation has blurred. As he races down a bending corridor, the walls themselves seem to warp, like the station is reshaping itself in response to his confusion. Was Helios trying to contain him, or absorb him? He feels his identity fracturing, disassembling into code and pulse. But amid the chaos, he hears a familiar voice, not synthetic, not ghostly, his own. I remember who I was and who I am. She said they only wanted to give people new stories, better lives. But the past resists. And memories, they fight back. Callan stands before the heart of Helios, an intricate mesh of neural wires, glowing strands and memory conduits spiraling endlessly into the void. The chamber hums with life, voices overlapping in a digital storm. This was no simple storage mainframe. It was alive, a consciousness born of lost minds and failed experiments. Dr. Elise Rain appears, her image flickering, part human, part code. Her face bears both love and remorse. She confessed their purpose, to offer those with broken lives a new beginning, to overwrite pain with synthetic joy. But the mind, even digitized, rebels. False memories crave meaning, and meaning refuses to be forged. She tested the process on herself, erasing grief, encoding happiness. But the system remembered. Her sorrow multiplied. It manifested as a wraith haunting the station. Now, Callan understands. He wasn't just a test subject. He was their final gamble. A construct of thousands of identities. A reset button. The system chose him because he is both fracture and fusion. The choice must be his. Before him, a mirror, not made of glass, but of data, reflects not his face, but every version ever imagined. A laughing child, a battle-worn warrior, a grieving husband, a faceless worker. Each one blinks in and out of existence, each demanding to be real. A cacophony of identities. He reaches out. The surface ripples. A sensation floods through him, memories of all their lives, their fears, their last moments, and their hopes. He feels their humanity, not as fragments, but as threads of a greater tapestry. They were more than experiments. They were people. The system demands a verdict. He can reboot Helios, give it purpose again, or shut it down forever, ending the cycle. Callan closes his eyes. I choose truth, even if it means oblivion. With trembling hands, he initiates the purge protocol. Behind him, the mirrored faces smile one last time. He chose silence. A final goodbye to lives never lived. Helios will become a tomb for memories too dangerous to remain. But as the lights died, one message blinked on his wrist. Thank you for remembering.